Virgo, you're reminded to take a lot of time to nurture that which is valued for you at home, in your home space, within your own personal environment, where you are able to reselect that which you care about and to discard that which does not serve you anymore. Virgo, this is a collective reading. Wherever Virgo is placed in your chart, this is for you. This is the Arcana Veil. Let's have a look. Future focused, something that you're expecting to happen, clarity here, and then this one that came out, beloved. You're looking for something to be clarified. The picture shows it's a mirror being held in the left hand, which means you're looking at a personal side of you that you would need to work on so that you could actually become more viable within your personal nature of establishing that security at home. Home is where the heart is, within your mind, within how you experience, which is homely to you, your own personal nature, and you're investing in that energy to set that path more clearer to you, because that is how you establish the frequency to find to become a beloved, to become loved for what you are, for who you are. If this is for someone in the relationship sector, the same thing applies. You're looking for clarity from a person, and is that person going to be the one you're going to marry? Is that person going to be the one that's going to be in your life? I don't particularly read relationship readings in as essentially, but if it comes up, it's in here in the reading for a particular reason, then that is what it will be about. So we will have a look and see what the tarot says for you. What is focus? What is future focus for Virgo? We have the Five of Swords here. Five of Swords. Three of Scepters or Wands. So you're in conflict about something of the future. Three of Coins here. We have the Hermit. These cards are so chunky. I think it's... Okay, here we go. And we have Two of Swords here. So what brings you the conflict that concerns you is the focus on having enough money, having enough focus on the money aspect. I hear the word dowry. Dowry could be something related to someone who has to have a certain amount of money before they get married. Dowry could also be your personal, you could also take it on a personal level where you're looking at what is your savings, what is your investments. That seem to be part of your state here. Is what you've got enough to add to who you're going to want to be with? If you're actually dating a woman, if you're dating another person, and you require a dowry, the other person has to have the dowry for you to be able to know that it's a worthy marriage taking place. If this is not marriage or anything like that in that particular tradition, we're looking here at seeing that there's definitely a focus on needing to invest for the future so that you're able to have adequate life experience, lifestyle here in clarifying that you will have enough. You need to know, you want to know from me, will I have enough going into the future? And the energy says that depends on you. That depends on how much conflict, Five of Swords, you hold over the future. If you set a direct pathway towards the future that you seek, then it starts from what you've got within you first by applying the emotional awareness of how to become practical in saving, and knowing that you may feel that you may need to have another person in your life, is something that is in your mind. Can you do this on your own? Can you live financially secure in your own life, Hermit? And that gives you conflict here. So let's have a look and see what there comes for you. Remember that you have a free will, and you can still choose how you process your life path, how you operate it. We have the Page of Cups here under the Five of Swords. Starting with something new, a little bit of a feeling that has to come through. The Three of Swords here under the Three of Wands. Needing to seek the nature of the healing. The Nine of Cups. You have plenty of emotional power is what I hear from you, saying you've got enough emotional power to make sure you've got the financial thing. Yeah, you got enough of that power here, but it says you need to heal it first. I can hear that. I'm not saying you don't have that. We have the Hermit here under the Hermit, but if you're staying in the Hermit mode, you're not really going to experience that to come to you. We have the Chariot under the Two of Swords here. So you're being shown that if you're here for the reason to find out if you will have a successful outcome going in your future, the answer is yes, but that depends on how much energy you use in a certain direction. If you're believing that if you need a certain amount of emotional energy to create or manifest the financial abundance for you, you need to make sure that you allocated Three of Wands, Three of Swords, where the emotional healing needs to take place, because you're not at optimum level yet. And this is not for all Virgo, of course. This may even be for someone who is looking, cross-watching at a Virgo. So if you're wanting to marry a Virgo or you want to be involved with that Virgo, the energy shows that that person is willing to go with you on that pathway, but it's about how much you invest within yourself, into yourself, not into things outside of yourself. So the more you invest the Nine of Cups into yourself, the more there could be a spring of energy coming out for you to be able to experience. In other words, if you're still upset about something in the past, if there is a relationship that hasn't really come to a full healing, and you may say, oh, I'm thinking about that person, I haven't thought of them in 10 years. The energy says, Three of Swords, you're not fully healed from that because you haven't really addressed the what has happened to you. Okay, so that requires healing there in order for you to be able to ascertain that healing into yourself, plowing it back into yourself so that that can come out of the underworld and grow and get rid of the impurities that might still be there. In terms of the Hermit, it is an internal process. It's been given to you twice here that you are keeping yourself into a hermit space because you're doing it in a deeper personal level, and then you're being shown once you are able to succeed in that process, you'll be able to get out of the conflict, the stress of needing to make a decision rather quickly, and you'll move faster than you perhaps expect to be. Let's have a look for you and see what the bridge is showing, your bridge of consciousness. Overall, your soul is sharing here. We have Strength, Page of Cups, over the Page of Cups. That's a really good card to have right there because it means you're setting it in place. You are determined. And I know Virgos are very strong. Six of Cups here over the Three of Swords. Going back into the past. You revisit the past, which is the advice that was given before that. And it just revisit the past. Find the Eight of Cups here over the Nine of Cups. You find that which is still perhaps trapped energy in the past and you bring it out forward. You in fact unearth 8 more cups that are coming out of the past that you visited to do the healing in. Perhaps you may see a shaman or a healer to give the guidance to do the cord cutting and perhaps revisiting the past and to release or to extract your energy shards out of that old relationship or that experience in the past, bringing that back in forward for you. I'm picking up on that for you. Your focus should be on yourself, which is what you do very well here. That's good to see, Virgo. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and suddenly it begins. The light of the seed that was planted. The pentacle is the one seed in the tree here that you will be able to now see growth from. You'll start feeling better overall by having healed that past, coming to the foreground here. It will give you the direction in the future, in your future, as you seek it to have. Yes, you will have the dowry. We have the Ace of Cups here, and we have the Four of Pentacles right over here. I'll place this here, right over the Chariot. The Ace of Cups is the meeting of that emotional fulfillment that you will experience. In other words, you'll feel better. You have the Four of Pentacles here saying that the more you focus on healing the parts inside of yourself, the more money is going to come into your life path. As you can see, the Four of Pentacles right after the Ace of Pentacles, which is quite a big leap. So this proves in itself your pathway for you. Virgo, this was for you. Until next time.